Yahweh and greetings to everyone. Welcome to the College of the Marshall Islands. This is your nation's college. This is the main campus. My name is Wilmer Joel, your SGA president, and I'm going to give you a brief tour. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the first line of sight. This is the Solomon Sam Basketball Court, where we usually do sports events as well as social and CMI and other community events at the college. Our next location we're going to visit is the college's bookstore. Come follow me, let's go inside. Inside of the college's bookstore, this is the place where students come and get their core requirements for the classes, including their books, school supplies, or if they're living in the dorm, they go to get their essential or their daily living needs. Starting from this fall semester of 2025, the college will shift from using printed version of these books into digital reading. And students, if they meet some requirements met by the college, will be not only doing digital reading, but they can also do assignments using this iPad 10th generation. Right next to the bookstore's office, we have now the Media Center. The Media Center is under the Auxiliary and Commercial Services Department. And some of the things or services that this department does is they provide media services such as live streaming, as well as photography, printing t-shirts, and printing documents, among other relatable works that they do. But these are the basics that students should understand. As you can see right now, we are at the Entrepreneurship 256 class. This is usually or most of the time for the business major students. Alright, right behind me is the college's business department, where most of the business students who are pursuing management and accounting work or have conversation with their instructors on their career pathways. And inside there is also a computer lab. Right now we are at the Student Services Department. This is where students come to register in order for them to be a college student. Behind Student Services, there is all these WAVE departments. On my left, those who are working under the ID department, specifically the ID Director's office is situated here, and the Dean of Academic Affairs, and to my right is all the counseling workers and the counseling department. Up next, we have the CMI Library. This is where students and others can come to do their studies, as well as do assignments, read books, or just to gain knowledge and information. Now we're at the CMI Courtyard. This is where the colleges does events and as well as does gatherings for the college. As you can see behind me, this is the CMI Upper and Lower Etanag. This is where students come and rest and have refuge and just hang around and just socialize whenever there's a gap between classes. They also do small events under the Etanag. Alright, up next we have the College of the Marshall Islands Financial Aid Office. This office is for students to apply or register for the financial aid application, which will help students in funding for their education here at CMI. Alright, now we're at the college's administrative buildings, which houses most of the financial affairs of the college, as well as the office of our administrative leaders. Let's go in. Alright, right now we're in the college's administrative buildings, and as you can see over there down the corridor, it's all the financial affairs of the college. Usually houses the financial aids department and those working for the business office, HR, and the procurement office. Now let's go upstairs and see the top floor of the administrative building. Here we are at the top floor of the administrative building, and as you can see, first in our site is the Research Planning and Institutional Research Center, as well as our grant coordinator. IEC does most of the college's data and statistics work. Behind me is an additional installation of our college president, Dr. Nunun idea, which is to have all the past and previous presidents up to his administration hanging on the wall. So these are all the college's past presidents and acting interim presidents. We have the offices of the Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs, Dr. Elizabeth, over there. And behind me is the reception of all the secretaries of these senior leadership team. They're usually situated over here. And behind me is the office of the president of the College of the Marshall Islands, Dr. David Noonan. Just around the corner, once again, we have the office of the secretary for the president and the board of regents. And we have the offices of the internal audit and the office of the PIO, or the President Public Information and Communication. And just straight over there is the office of the Vice President for Administrative and Business Affairs, who is Steven Sincaton. And if you turn over here, you will see the office, or usually the gathering and meeting place of the Board of Regents and the participatory governance committees. This is the Telemilk Hall. This building is next to the college administrative building. Okay, welcome inside the Telemilk Hall. This is the top floor. This floor usually houses the science department and the nursing department. And below is all the scientific laboratories. There is the STEM department where it helps with tutoring service for our students. Behind me now is the Wa-Baby Hall, or WH building, which at the top floor houses the liberal arts department and some classrooms and computer labs. And below is other classrooms and other computer labs as well. As you can see behind me, this is the college's Upward Bound program, and it usually is for public and private high school students who are planning to prepare themselves to enter to the CMI College. This is the Deep Room Hall. It houses the Marshallese department. It houses the mathematics or STEM department, and it houses the Developmental Center. It is named after the country's first ever chief secretary, who was Oscar de Broom, who was the first under Amata Kabua's administration. Up next, we have the Rebelip Hall, or RH, and it houses most the educational department teachers as well as students. It has the Tech Lab, which is the computer lab they specifically use, and the Kanne Lobel program, or the Kanne Lobel facilities for the Bachelor of Elementary Education students. Across the distance, we have the college's residential hall, or dormitories. And we have the top floor for the female students, and we have the bottom floor for the male students. Right behind me now is the college's physical plant facilities, where it does most of the repairing and maintenance work of the college. And next to this building is the college's CMI recycling facilities, where they transfer and turn plastic materials into cash. Right now, we have the Tidamak Resource and Career Center. This is the place where students come to get information on scholarship opportunities as well as internship opportunities. This is inside Fitness Center. This is where students come and do recreational activities or workout just to strengthen physical and mental capacities. Up next, we're going to enter one of my favorite places here at the college. Is the Student Lounge. Let's go inside. This is inside Student Lounge, and inside this lounge, this is where students come to relax, relieve stress, play games, and just socialize. All right, thank you for joining me in this brief campus tour. We hope you get a better understanding of the surroundings and areas of the college, whether you're new or returning students. We hope to receiving you so that you become part of the Navigators family. Salamat.